students. Good afternoon. Hello, students. Good afternoon.
Man, they can view from YouTube.
But
They can.
nobody, I mean, there's no response. How do we know whether they are seeing me or not? Hello, students. Hello.
Please go ahead, madam.
Yeah, but I can't see the video on the YouTube.
Please refresh your YouTube link.
Hello, students. Good afternoon. No, it's only written IIT Kharagpur still. I'm refreshing once again. Hello, students. Good afternoon. I hope you can see me on the video in YouTube, though I can't see myself. But anyway, let's start with the questions which have been sent to me by the NPTEL team. So the first question is from Payal Jana, who asks, is this course any use for chemistry student? So my answer to Ms. Payal Jana, I repeat the question, is this course any use for chemistry student? Yes, definitely. Why not? It doesn't matter whether you're a chemistry student or a physics student or an engineering student or a science student. If you're interested in employment and if you're looking forward to gain employment, then you have to go through the employment process consisting of CV writing, GDs, and personal interviews. So even if you are a chemistry student, or even if you are not a chemistry student, definitely this course is useful for you. The course, namely Employment Communication, a lab-based course. Then I see another question from Rituparna Shaha, who asks how to employment occur for a lab-based subject. Actually, I can't understand your English. I repeat the question, how to employment occur for a lab-based subject? I believe you mean to ask that how can employment be a lab-based subject, or how can employment communication be taught through lab classes? So let me tell you that out of 40 lectures in this course, including the introduction and conclusion, let's say 38 lectures, there are 16 lectures exclusively conducted in the lab. So since a major chunk of the course is conducted in the lab recordings at IIT Kharagpur campus, in the JCB communication lab, and in the CET seminar room. So justifiably, employment communication can be a lab-based subject. So Rituparna Saha, I hope that the answer is clear to you. Okay, then I do not see any more question in the chat box of Zoom. So I request Anjana to paste the questions from the YouTube chat box to the chat box of Zoom. Then we have a question from Aranyika Sharma, who asks, who simply says tips for first job interview. And I have only two things to say apart from the lecture and the lectures on job interview and the four lab classes on job interviews, which of course you will go through once again, Aranyika Sharma. So I said I wanted to say two things in response to your question or your request, tips for first job interview. The first is that maintain a positive frame of mind. Maintain a positive frame of mind. Be positive because this positive attitude will increase your confidence and make you do well in the first job interview itself. Then the second point I'd like to stress upon is be frank and truthful. Since you already have a positive attitude, you have confidence, you will not be nervous. Only one thing next to be taken care of, that is to be frank and truthful. Do not play with words. Do not try to play any tricks, but be your own natural self. Then we have another question. I think it's Rituparna Shaha. And in the Excel, she repeats the question, how does employment occur for a lab-based subject? Again, I'm very sorry that I do not understand this question. I think I have already answered your question before, and I assumed that you meant how can employment be a lab-based subject? How can employment communication be a lab-based subject? And I have already tackled it. Now, there are no questions from Srijani and Sarupya Bhattacharya, but there's one from Surbanya Dey. How you are so ambitious in your career life? Give suggestions, please. I repeat the question of Surbanya Dey. How you are so ambitious in your career life? Give suggestions, please. So I assume you are asking me that how to be ambitious or how to have ambitions for your career and your life. Of course, it goes without saying that these are very personal, individual, subjective issues. For example, my ambition cannot be the same as yours, whether it is the career or the life. But if you want a general or generic answer, then again I would say that if you don't have ambitions, you do not achieve anything in life. So one must have ambitions. One must plan one's career for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And now and then, it's not only the act of updating your CV in 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. It's not only that you update your biodata in 5 years or 10 years or 15 years. It's that you reinstate, it's that you reassure yourself, it's that you reaffirm, it's that you remind yourself that your goal has now moved further up. It's that you revisit your previous ambitions and goals of 5 years back, or 10 years back, or 15 years back, and you say to yourself today that this is my goal, this is my new goal, and this is my new ambition. So, Surbaniya Day, in response to your question, how you are so ambitious in your career life, give suggestions, please. I have only two things to say. First, that this is a very personal, subjective, individual matter. And second, therefore, that being said, I can give only some generic, general suggestions. And that being that you have to decide for yourself how you change your goalpost for yourself. So you are the goalkeeper, you are also the goalie, you are also the one who will score the goals. So since you are like the puppet master, you are also the puppet, you are also the strings of the puppet, isn't it? So I'm giving you this analogy, this comparison. So since you are all in all, it's your life, it's your career, and you have to decide what are your goals or ambitions and how you will achieve them or how much time. And if you do not achieve them, then how do you change them? How do you shift to the next goalpost? Okay. Then we have Arithro Sikdar. And Arithro Sikdar has repeated the first question of Payal Jana. And he says, is this course any use for chemistry student? Maybe the question has been copy pasted, but anyway, again, I will give you the same answer. Irrespective of your discipline, your parent discipline, this course is useful for any student who wants to join the workforce, any student who's planning to gain employment or to become employee of any organization. Okay, now we come to the chat box of the Zoom, and there's one question. During a personal interview, if there are two interviewers, and if before completing my answer, if second question is asked, should I complete my former answer or move towards the next one? Asked by Shaurya Gupta. Okay, I'll repeat the question of Shaurya Gupta. During a personal interview, if there are two interviewers, and if before completing my answer, if second question is asked, should I complete my former answer or move towards the next one? Yes, of course, you must complete the first answer, which first question which has been asked you. It is possible that there are two interviewers on the board. It's possible that the second interviewer may ask you a question. It's possible that this can happen, what you are writing. But if you have started answering something, you can just say, excuse me, but let me complete my first answer or my answer which I was already giving. And you can try to wind it up soon. So again, I repeat, if you have a situation where you are answering a question from an interviewer and the second interviewer on the board asks you a question before you have completed your first answer, then should you complete the first answer or should you move towards the second question? So of course you must complete the first answer, because then it would also be injustice and lack of manners to the first interviewer, to the interviewer who had asked you the question first. So of course you have absorbed the question, of course you have listened to the question, but you can just say that, please excuse, sorry me, and let me first complete the answer, and I'll come back to your question after that. Then we have another question from somebody called Umakshi Sharma. Ma'am, how to find a reliable job? Actually, this is not my cup of tea. I cannot answer such questions because they are too general. How to find a reliable job? Of course, the general idea of the people, the public in this country is that government jobs are reliable because they have more longevity, they have a longer time span. You can be employed in the government service and you have more permanency, you have more responsibility. Also, it's difficult to be very easily thrown out of a government job. So, if you are asking, ma'am, how to find a reliable job, I think you are asking how to find a government job, and you can go to G Connect, and in G Connect, you have to become a member where all government jobs are posted and published. So, there are also other search engines, Naukri.com, and if you want, you can go to hired.com, and they have also a facility where you can become a member and you can opt for SMS or WhatsApp messages to you to alert you in the sense of alerts to tell you whenever a new job is posted in these job search engines. And you can get alerts on your mobile or on your mail, and that way you can start your process to find a reliable job. Then Umakshi Sharma has another question. Is there any certificate provided by this session? Yes, post completion of this course and post publication of results, NPTEL IIT Kharagpur will give you a certificate to the effect of course completion. Then another question by the same person, Umakshi Sharma. Should I maintain eye contact with opposite person while answering, or while answering I should maintain eye other person as well? Asked by Avinash Karmakar. Okay, I repeat the question. Ma'am, should I maintain eye contact with opposite person while answering, or while answering I should maintain eye contact with other person as well? Yes, you have to have a shared eye contact. Let's suppose like the situation uh, proposed by Umakshi Sharma, sorry, that you are a candidate and on the other side of the table there are two interviewers. There are two people interviewing you. So you have to have shared eye contact. You have to eye contact with both of them. If one person has asked the question, doesn't mean that you have to have eye contact only with that person. If there are three people on the board, you have to have eye contact with one, two, three, all three of them. Shared eye contact, I call it. And I have referred to that in the video lecture as well. So if we go to the YouTube chat box, okay, I do not see any question post. The question asked by Abhinash Karmakar. So I'm asking you to clear your doubts and queries. And my request to Anjana and Ria, if there's anything else posted in YouTube in the chat box, you can please post it in the Zoom chat box as well. Also, I would like to inform the students who are attending this live session. There are 20 watching now, and maybe you can share the news that there was a mistake on our part in assignment 8. I think the question was about researching an organization, and we have got the answer corrected. I just like to tell you the response of the NPTEL team. So this is regarding question 8 from assignment 7. The question 8 from assignment 7 was, which are the points to be kept in mind while researching about the organization? I repeat the question, which are the points to be kept in mind while researching about the organization? Excuse me. And the four options were A, industry position, B, career path, C, relocation, D, all of the above. So I'm aware that there were a lot of queries in the forum, and the TA concerned was asked to explain her answer. And I have to tell you that the right answer is D. The right answer is D, all of the above. So again, I clarify regarding question number 8 from assignment 7. Which are the points to be kept in mind while researching about the organization? Question. A, industry position, B, career path, C, relocation, D, all of the above. And the answer is D. I would also like to happily inform you that NPTEL IIT Madras has re-evaluated the assignment by changing the answer. So it will take some time to reflect on the progress page of the student. And I asked Ria Datta, the TA concerned, to please post this announcement regarding this re-evaluation on the portal or on the forum. So I'm forwarding this mail to Ria, the TA concerned, and again requesting her to post this on the portal so that the students benefit and they come to know that they have been rightly evaluated now. The query was right and the students had given the correct answer. Then if we move forward, there's one question which has been posted by the TA. Ma'am, during video conferencing interviews using background filters, is it a good impression on the employer, or being on a natural background is better? Asked by Shaurya Gupta, assignment 7, ma'am. Okay. So I repeat the question of Shaurya Gupta. Ma'am, during video conferencing interviews using background filters, is it a good impression on the employers, or being on a natural background is better? It's not very important to the employer what is your background. This is not on the prime of his or her mind. The interviewer is more interested in your responses and not on what is the background of your setup where you are being interviewed through video conferencing. So it's best to not think too much about this question and let the situation. Uh, let's not play too much with technology and have some background filters. We can just have a natural background. Of course, it should be neat and clean. Your room or your background must not look clumsy and not arranged properly. So I go back to the question. There was a particular question which was from assignment 5. When assignment 5 solution was released, there was a question on the cover letter. And it's question number 17. So I'm talking about assignment 5, question number 17, which says cover letter can be explained as a jacket of your CV, B, first chance to meet personally with your potential employer, C, both A and B, D, none of the above. I repeat, this is question 17 of assignment 5. Cover letter can be explained as a jacket of your CV, B, first chance to meet personally with your potential employer, C, both A and B, and D, none of the above. So the correct answer is C, both A and B, and that has been clarified. And the second choice is simply first chance to meet personally with your potential employer, which is a wrong answer. C is the right answer. It's more than a jacket of your CV and not just a jacket of the CV. So C, which is both A and B, is the correct answer. Okay, now I would like to tell the students from IIT DDM, Indian Institute of Technology, Development and Manufacturing at Kanchipuram near Chennai, Madras. Several students from this institute, IITDM, had enrolled for this course and currently students. I got a mail from their professor, Parvati Das, and Dr. Parvati Das was asking me for sample question papers of this course. So let me tell you that there are no sample question papers or sample questions available if you search for it. And as a policy matter, NPTEL does not publish sample question papers, nor do we have any coaching for these online courses. You know that this has been a very easy and walkover kind of course. You know that this is a very student friendly teacher and a very student friendly atmosphere in which we have conducted this online course. You will agree that it's not very tough to pass or to gain fairly good marks in this course. So I would ask you not to worry about sample question papers because as a policy matter, we don't publish, nor am I supposed to release by any means possible sample question papers for the end semester or the final examinations. Having said that, I will tell you that please go through all the questions of your assignments. You have done 8 assignments in 8 weeks. So I will ask you to go through all the questions, each and every question of each and every of the 8 assignments you have done, submitted till date, and that would be a good preparation. I would not say that would be the complete preparation. Go through the PPTs, go through the transcript, and if you do have time, then look at the videos. But if you don't have time, go through the transcripts and go through the PPT slides. And certainly, definitely, once again, I will stress, please go through each and every question of each and every assignment you have submitted to the NPTEL as on date. Now, going back to the live chat on YouTube, so Avinash Karmakar, nice question, Shaurya. In fact, I have this question in my mind. Thanks. Oh, that's great, Avinash Karmakar. Okay, ma'am. Okay, if we have any more questions, then I would ask you to type it in the chat box of YouTube. And the TAs are here, so I would be able to get the questions. Otherwise, also I can see the questions in the chat box of the YouTube. Yes, students, any more questions? Okay, if we have any more questions, we shall proceed. I'm just now typing for you. Any more questions, please? Hello, students. Yes, Anjana, are there any more questions? Okay, and I think I have also tackled all the questions on the link Excel sheet. Okay. Okay, then maybe you can post once more. I have already posted, but maybe you can also post in YouTube, I believe. Yeah. And just ask them. Otherwise, we can just log off. Also, it just came to my mind. Hello, students. It just came to my mind that some of you are asking some technical questions regarding hall ticket. There's a mail from. There's a query from Mudassir Gaur. Mudassir Gori about the. I wish to inform you that I have enrolled and paid the fees too for the said course, but I didn't receive the hall ticket. Though I got the mail confirming my center, but I didn't get the hall ticket as of now. Please guide. So, students, please note that these kind of queries are addressed best by NPTEL. You can write a mail to nptel@iitkgp.ac.in. I'm also going to post this on the YouTube link chat box. Any questions which are technical in nature may kindly be addressed to. So students, if you have such questions like hall ticket and as having missed some assignments, okay, and what to do about missed assignments may kindly be addressed to. You may kindly write a mail to nptel at itkgp.ac.in, which is best qualified to answer such questions. But please note that it is in small letters. So also I remember Brinda Ramachandran, B. Ramachandra Chandran, Brinda Ramachandran asking, dear sir, madam, I wish to inform you that I have registered for employment communication, a lab-based course. I have received the hall ticket yet. May I know the status? This was asked on March 12th. Yes, I think you might have got it by now. So these are some technical issues which can be sorted out by writing a mail to NPTEL and may not be posted in the forum. Somebody asked, respected sir, and this is somebody from Sastra University, and there's a question regarding the assignment. Respected sir, due to some unavoidable circumstances, I have done only 5 assignments in a 8-week course. I'm going to write this course exam today. I will get good marks, I'm sure about it, but the assignments I have left before will lead me to fail. Question mark, please answer this. So thank you for your positive frame of mind. If you are sure that you will get good marks, you should not worry about assignments which you have not done. But if you are worried about you going to fail, then you should write a mail to nptel at kgp, nptel at iitkgp.ac.in and ask them what to do in such circumstances. We are in no position to answer technical questions of what will happen if you do not submit 3 assignments in a 8 assignment course. We are also not qualified to answer whether you will fail or not because the assessment is left only to NPTEL. We have simply framed the question paper for the forenoon and the afternoon session, and we have provided the solutions, and that's all. Other than that, we cannot comment on such questions whether you will fail and what to do about assignments not submitted even as late as March 21st. Okay, now let's go to the chat box, and I find that there are no more questions. So it appears that the students are well prepared and have done well also up till now. So if there are no more queries, maybe we can call it a day. Yes, any more questions?
No, ma'am. No.
Okay, so I'm calling it off.
Okay, okay.
So we have confirmed from the 2 TAs who are attending this Zoom meeting on YouTube as well. yes, that there are no more queries. So I wish you all the best and God bless you always. So I wish you all the best and God bless you always. Do well in life and keep like yes, tell me. Huh? Yes. Okay. So there's a question, ma'am, are you involved in any other courses under NPTEL other than this one, Shaurya Gupta? No, I had given proposals for floating other courses, but as of now, they have not been accepted. I'm involved only in this course, but I do hope that in the near future, there will be one more course of mine in the NPTEL repertoire. Thank you for asking this question. We'll wait for 2 more minutes and give you one last chance to post the queries. I hope that all your queries and doubts have been cleared. We are still waiting for any last minute question. So I'm wishing you goodbye and all the best for the last time. Okay, so we can call off this class, the second live session. Okay, Mr. Suman, we are through.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and we can call off this class now.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, goodbye.
Yes.